Now, more on the high-level talks taking place in Washington by our U.S. correspondent, Mike Wagenheim.
A whirlwind day for Israeli Defense Minister Benny Gantz, flying into Washington for emergency meetings. At least that's what the Defense Ministry said. He started the day at the White House on Thursday, meeting with National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan as they rehashed the recent conflict with Hamas in Gaza, talking about replenishing Israel's Iron Dome missiles that were launched in defense of the country against those 4,000-plus Hamas rockets. And, of course, Gaza reconstruction and how that will go about, also a big topic of conversation, not to mention the Iran nuclear accord negotiations that are ongoing and Israeli concerns about them. It was then on to a meeting at the White House with Secretary of State Tony Blinken. Blinken speaking with Gantz, trying to push him forward, trying to push Israel forward on getting the reconstruction of Gaza going, saying it's the first step to regional stability.
To talk about the United States' enduring commitment to Israel's security, and to talk about some of the needs that Israel has in that regard. Also to talk about the work that needs to be done to move forward on humanitarian assistance to and reconstruction for Gaza and for Palestinians living there, and to look across the board at the many issues that we have on our agendas.
Gantz telling Blinken that he will do everything he can to try to strengthen the Palestinian Authority at the expense of Hamas, as he laid out a plan to the Secretary of State to do so. Meanwhile, the afternoon concluding with a meeting here at the Pentagon with U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. Gantz and Austin go back a long time to Gantz's days as IDF Chief of Staff and Austin's control of U.S. Central Command, which has purview over the Middle East. They had a meeting here at the Pentagon discussing a range of issues. Israel moving into CENTCOM itself. That was a big topic of discussion. And of course, as with any defense official, Iran, not so much whether it's going to be a nuclear accord that the U.S. will re-engage in, but what to do about Iran militarily and how Israel can work with its partners in the Gulf, America's partners as well, to try to neutralize the Iranian influence in the region. Reporting from Washington, Mike Wagenheim, I-24 News.